Hey everybody, and welcome to Leia's Lair. In today's video, we will be going over the top 10 weirdest looking species in the galaxy in canon. Number 10. Dugs. Dugs were a sentient species native to the planet Malastare. They were recognizable for their unique gait. As opposed to walking on their feet, Dugs moved about on their hands while their feet, which also acted like a second pair of hands, hung in the air, giving Dugs an inverted appearance. Dugs had elongated snouts, which sometimes grew fleshy tendrils that gave off the appearance of having facial hair. Number 9. Huts. Huts were a sentient slug-like species native to the planet Nalhada. Huts were characterized by their slug-like appearance, massive mouths, and stubby arms. They had thick, leathery skin, which was wrinkled and slimy. Their large tails were supported by a skeletal spine and allowed the Huts to propel themselves through the muck of their homeworld. They also had 3 lungs. Number 8. Quorn. The Quorn were a humanoid squid-like species native to the planet Mon Cala. Also known by the derogatory nickname Squidhead, Quorns had 4 facial tentacles which protruded from their jaws, and 2 long protrusions that extended from the side of their faces, which contained gill-like structures for hearing. They had finned hands, and their skin included colors of orange, salmon, tan, pink, and purple. Number 7. Gran. Gran were a sentient humanoid species native to the planet Kinyon. They were essentially 3-eyed alien ghosts, easily recognized by, you guessed it, their 3 eyes and goat-like snout. Gran also had small antennae-like nubs on the top of their head and thick, bulky hands that could either have 6 large digits or 5 suction cup-like digits. Number 6. Aqualish. Aqualish, also known as bum faces, were a species of sentient humanoids from the planet Ando. They were identifiable by round black eyes and fur. Aqualish generally had bald heads, fur around their cheeks, and they appeared to have different skin colors from each other. Aqualish also tended to have either 2 or 4 eyes and different kinds of hands. Number 5. Tals. The Tals were a sentient species native to Alzok 3 and the planet Ordo Plutonia, on which they remained undiscovered until the Clone Wars. Tals were large bipeds covered in thick, shaggy white fur with sharp talons capping their 5-fingered hands. They possessed 4 black eyes. The small ones were used for day vision and the larger ones for night vision, and a small proboscis for feeding and communicating. Number 4. Spokeshawks. Spokeshawks were a sentient species that were native to the planet Makimte. This little-known species had the unusual ability to regenerate body parts, making them good at combat. Large, stocky creatures, they had sharp, protruding teeth, perpetually grinning mouths, a series of horns crowning their pallid heads, 1 to 3 nostrils, and no hair. Number 3. Pollowick. Pollowicks were a sentient species of long-limbed reptilian humanoids native to the planet Lowick. Their most distinctive feature was their trunk-like, 30-centimeter snout that ended with a large pair of lips, while a pair of retractile tusks protruded from their second mouth. Pollowicks had 4 long, thin limbs attached to their rounded body. They kinda looked like they were drawn by a little kid and then animated into Star Wars. Number 2. Kittenac. The Kittenac were a sentient species with pink skin and tiny eyes that were native to the planet Kyrdo 3. Kittenacs were small and stocky creatures with 2 legs ending in large 2-toed feet and 2 arms with 3-fingered hands. Their bodies released a vanilla-like scent. They boasted thick, leathery skin, which allowed them to adapt to desert climates and protected them from the sun. Lastly, at number 1, we have the Vuvrian. These are such weird-looking creatures. Native to the planet Verdon Ka, they were a sentient species of humanoids whose oblong, insectile head featured 12 eyes and 2 long antennae-like appendages. I'm personally not a big fan of bugs, but these are essentially just bugs walking on 2 legs, and that is a big no-no for me. And there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Which species do you think is the weirdest? Do you know any other weird-looking species in the galaxy? Let us know down below in the comment section. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more great videos to come. We hope to see you all again in Leia's Lair.
You are not a Jedi yet.